Zack Rosenblatt joins us from The Athletic, who does a great job covering Gang Green. Was at the game in San Francisco last night. Zack, how's the jet lag? How was the flight?
Well, I'm quite tired, but I'm powering through it for you guys.
Well, we appreciate that, Zack. Win or lose, Jets fans wanted to see a healthy Aaron Rodgers more than anything. How do you think he looked last night, and what do you make of where the offense is right now?
Yeah, I think this is the first time in a while I came out of a game being more worried about the defense than the offense. I think that's the best thing you can say about this. Aaron, he wasn't perfect. He admits it. He had some throws that weren't great. The interception was bad. He missed Garrett Wilson a couple times. But he also made some Aaron Rodgers throws. The free play he had to Allen Lazard. There was that drive where they drove 70 yards down the field. He had a great throw to Garrett Wilson on that drive. So there was definitely things to be happy about. It's his first game back, after being gone for so long. So I don't have concerns about him just yet. Maybe mobility, you could argue maybe, but this was his first game. He didn't really get hit that much. The offensive line was pretty good in pass protection, but Aaron Rodgers, you come out of that feeling good about Rodgers, the fact that he got out of there unscathed, and you kind of focus on the other issues and hope you can address them.
Yeah, Zach, we expected a little rust from the offense, but I think we all expected more from the defense. The Jets' D-line got manhandled all game long. I have to imagine Hassan Reddick was sitting on the couch smiling as he gained some leverage in this holdout.
Yeah, I don't think the Jets are going to go and do anything rash, but, it was hard not to think about that when you watch the Jets' defensive ends and their defensive tackles outside of Quinn and Williams, just not getting separation on their blocks. They were really bad in the run game, worse than in the pass game, because in the pass game they were getting rid of the ball quickly. But, they was not getting pressure. They were not, bringing the running back down. I think they had 18 missed tackles in total. That wasn't just the D-line, but that was in general. And, Hassan Reddick can't fix all of that. He's not really a great run stopper, but you put in a good defensive end like that in there, and then you have a better rotation. You don't need to play Michael Clemens so much. Maybe you don't need to put Quentin Williams outside as much as they did, and then you have a hole in the middle. So, the defensive line has been a strength of this team for the last 2 years, one of the best in the NFL. And the fact that it looked the way it did was very concerning to me.
Zach, what do you make of the whole Sauce Gardner scenario where he missed 9 plays?
Yeah, it was pretty bizarre, especially in the moment, because all of a sudden he's just on the sideline, not talking to a trainer, standing kind of alone. It was like 10 plays, and Brock Purdy completed every pass in that stretch. And, after the game, Robert Saleh and Sauce Gardner said he got the wind knocked out of him. It's not ideal that happened, but, if that's what happened, then I think, it makes a little bit of sense, I guess, but it's not ideal to lose your top corner in the middle of a game like that. And the way it was portrayed, by, I think Jets PR gave a statement to Lisa Salters, and it was it's not injury related. And so everybody's just kind of guessing what's happening, which is not how you want it to be. But it was weird, but there's always got to be something weird every week for the Jets. So that was just that was this week's weird thing.
Jets are gonna Jets, right? It's no rest for the weary. 2 games in the next 9 days. The Titans on Sunday, and then the home opener against New England on Thursday night. Do you think the quick turnarounds will help or hurt this team?
I'm a little more concerned about the Thursday game than maybe the Sunday game, because they do have a little bit more of a stretch here. They are coming back to the West, which isn't easy, but going to a Thursday game a few days later, when you have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, you have a guy like Tyron Smith they're trying to keep healthy, Mike Williams, who's on a pitch count. It is concerning that there's that many games in a short stretch, but, the Jets knew this was going to happen all year. They've been preparing for it. If you look on paper, the Patriots and Titans are way more beatable than the 49ers. Their offensive lines ranked among the worst in the NFL in week 1. So if the defensive line is going to bounce back, these next 2 weeks are the way to do it. And, we're going to check back in a couple weeks, and if they're 2-1, then everybody's going to feel really good. And if they're 1-2, or, worst case scenario, worse than that, then everybody's going to be panicking like crazy.
Zack Rosenblatt from The Athletic. Hey, Zach, we appreciate the time tonight.
Yeah, thanks, guys.